computer, and I forgot how to look up the YouTube, like switch the camera thing. Mirror the video. It's too late. It's too late. It is too late. That's okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to be just okay. A-okay, if you will. Ah. It's too late. Too late. I'm pretty sure I know the next couple. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Either way, it's too late. It's too late. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hello, sir. Ian, when do you go live? It's very often that I sign in and I got like the live, you send me your live, and you're not live. So I don't know if I'm catching it like tremendous after. I don't know. Put it in the text message. Between you, put it in the text message. At 10, like 10. What? Oh, well, thank you. I have yet to catch you live. I don't think I've seen it. And it's making me not only sad, make me feel bad. Hello, Corey. Woo! Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So in the mornings. All right. I'm gonna try to catch you tomorrow, but put it in the text message, because it is a happy Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. Everything you post, put it in the text message. I will see it faster. I've gotten into this thing now, and I think everybody that like posts creations, at least I assume. I know that, like, I heard this a long time ago, and I got in the habit. When I would post something, I would switch over to my personal account, make sure I like it, like, right away. And I never saw any, like, anything from it. I never saw, like, a bump or any progress. But I got in the habit of doing it. And I completely walked away from that, like, 2-3 weeks ago. Completely walked away. I refused to do it. Oh, I already got a restriction. I don't know. I already got a restriction. I don't even know what that one's about. Hello. I didn't read it. It was like a big paragraph. I didn't read it. I was like, I'm in the middle of a conversation. But yeah, so like I post my stuff now, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. every day, and then I walk away. I purposefully don't like pull up TikTok at all. Well, hello. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm not saying it. Yes, I will. 6'7". I'll say it for you. Yeah. So for this, I like don't check. I don't check stuff because I feel like I was paranoid and now I'm the opposite of whatever that is. I don't know what the opposite of paranoid is, but that's what I... Hello and welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Thank you for joining me tonight. We're going to be racking some mead live in just under 10 minutes. I'm going to pull the camera around. Yeah, we're going to rack some mead live, which is step 2 of the mead making process out of 3 steps. It is quite easy to do. It is quite easy to do. I show you how to brand new batch every single Saturday. From beginning to end, I put out a video every single Saturday morning. Batch 192 comes out. I have never missed a Saturday, and I have never replicated a recipe. Every single one is brand new and unique, and the recipes are always free. So all you need is your own equipment, your own ingredients, and you can replicate and enhance what you do. In addition to that, every single Wednesday, I go live to show you one of those steps live. Tonight is step 2 of my major 3 steps. Step 1 we did a few weeks ago with this batch, where we made the mead, everything into my 2-gallon fermenting bucket here. It is done fermenting. So step 2 is racking the mead. I'm going to transfer it into a secondary vessel, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it yourself. We're going to get started about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 8 minutes from now, and the whole process will take less than 10 minutes. That's how easy this is going to be, so please stay tuned. We're going to get started in just... Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully I'm not restricted enough to have traffic come in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do the same thing I do every single week. I have the on the TikTok side. I am simulcasting on TikTok and you see me talking to somebody, and it's not you. It's probably the other platform. I have the age restriction on, and I have the product, the warning own brand on, just in case, because I've gotten like strikes for that as well. I'm selling stuff. I'm not selling anything except for earlove. I would love to be earlove for. I'm buying it. I'm buying stuff. I'm not selling anything. But yeah, my main goal here is to show you the simplicity of mead making, to get you interested and hopefully mind blown in this very ancient hobby and most amazing community. So, hello and welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. If you didn't know your ancestors drank mead, I'm going to explain a lot of that while we're watching liquid move back and forth tonight. So, stay tuned. Hello, 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 and welcome. Yeah, that's because it, and I don't know. It assumed I was selling something, so I kept getting like flags for not, I don't know, whatever that setting is. But I do it every time. Hello, Shield Maiden. Good to see you. Evening. If you didn't know, every single Wednesday batch belongs to a TikTok subscriber. So if you want your own batch, I will make it for you if I choose your flavor. So every single time I start a batch, I put a video out the weekend before, asking for amazing suggestions. Subscriber only posts. So I'll be putting one out this heads up. Next Wednesday, we'll be starting a brand new batch live. So come back next Wednesday to see the beginning part of the process, and keep an eye out this weekend so you guys can fight over what flavor you want. So start. If you're a subscriber already, start thinking now. But it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I think. So, and then get ready. I only have 2 world deities left. That is one of my favorite categories, and some categories a lot of people have loved. That's where I take a god or a goddess from many different cultures around the world, some very ancient, some very modern, and I make a mead in the honor of that god. It's very similar to my Norse series that I already have out. There's playlists for that, so please go check out all those videos. Excuse me. Please go check out all those videos. But yeah, there's only 2 left, and one of them is this Saturday, so I can't wait to show you. I think it's going to be a good one. And then next week, I don't have my line. I'm pretty sure next week is another Willet Mead. I'm pretty sure it's another pretty bad Willet Mead. And then the one after that, your Thanksgiving Mead. So stay tuned. A brand new batch every single Saturday. Hopefully I answered all that stuff there. My Saturday batches are always obviously kept very secret too. I don't even tell my friends. Nobody knows what's going on. And since some of my friends are here, you guys know that's true. But I do tease, especially on these lives, where it's not necessarily documented. So, stay tuned. Stay tuned. This coming week, though, I think I even gave it away last week, of what god or gods. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm not going to do that. If you missed it, you missed it. But stay tuned. It is somebody I think you're going to recognize, though. So, and then we'll wrap that up in about a month from now. With the last tease, and then I'm going to shut that series down, retire it, archive it, if you will. So, I got a lot of great stuff planned for next year. Some new categories that I have not talked about will be launching in January, and then I have another category launching a few months into the year. The reason why that one's a little bit delayed is because I'm currently doing a Zodiac series, and I kind of started that on a little late notice. I started that with Gemini this year. And I want to cycle through all the Zodiacs. So I've got, I think, 3 or so to do early next year. 3 or 4. Again, without my computer, I'm like powerless. I'm powerless. I make a lot of mead, and I have a lot of batches going on at any given time, and it's really hard to keep track. That's why I put it on the computer. So, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. It is hump day, and we're at the end of it. Now we're just enjoying each other's company, go to sleep, and then most of the week will be over already. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I did the best zodiac so far, Virgo, and I did the worst one, Scorpio. That one came out was it last week, week before? So I feel like we're in good shape. I feel like we're in good shape. I've done most of the important ones. Virgo is the best. You're a Virgo? I'm a Virgo. Go back and watch the Virgo Mead. Fantastic, and yeah, it's the only video where I wasn't constantly making fun of the zodiac as well. Because all of them I've made fun of. All of them, with the exception of Virgo. I do know somebody that takes, hey, thank you. I do know somebody that takes it a little personally, which kind of proved it right. It kind of proved me right. Best Virgo? I don't know. I think you're just a slightly older, equally as handsome, I'll give you that, equally as handsome version of me. Just slightly older. You are, however, half of my favorite couple. So there's something there. You're best at that. But yeah, it's going to be a very exciting tail end of the year. I know when I switched some categories up last time, I was doing a lot of like teasing and talking about it. I got something going on here. And I want to do that again. Believe me, I'm very, very, very excited. However, I've got some really fun ones still coming up this year. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Very, very, very excited about it. A lot of good stuff. I don't want to give any teasers away. I got a lot of good stuff coming up. And yeah, so if you guys are ready, I'm ready. It's 8:30. I'm going to rearrange the camera. I am going to talk through the process. That's because I want to clip this portion of the video and post it early tomorrow. So please entertain each other in the comment section. Hopefully I get that cough out before we start. I am going to talk like you're not here. I am also going to say goodbye like you're not here. That is not for you. That is for future you watching the replay. For you that you now, you, stay where you are. I'm going to pull the camera back when we're done in about 10 minutes from now. Because I want to know what you guys talk a little bit about it. I don't know what this is even going to look like yet. So I'm going to be as surprised as you. And yeah. So, you know the routine. Let's do it. So, yep. Entertain each other. Dennis has rights to kick you out, too, if you go crazy. That shouldn't stop you from making fun of Dennis. But, just a warning. Afterwards, I can, add you back in. But he may kick you out. All right, let's go. I'm not as centered as I want to be. All right. I'm going to be crooked. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, good enough. It's good enough. Let's see. I've got so much meat going on. You guys know my racks are right here. I've been hustling in the background to try to get like way ahead of schedule. It's too crooked. I can't do it. You got to give me a second. Usually I'm just like, whatever. It's only kind of crooked. This one is kind of really crooked. Is that better? Is that better or what? I think we're going to call that better, and we're going to just pretend that you said so. All right. I think that one's good enough. All right. I am simulcasting, like I said, on YouTube and TikTok, so yeah, that's better. So, yeah. Entertain each other. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Thank you so much for letting me be here. Let's go. I'll see you on the other side. Hello and welcome to the Old Gott's Meadery. Thank you for joining me live tonight. Racking some mead tonight. So this is a very cool batch. It might be my most expensive batch. Not in making, but shipping. So this was requested by a TikTok subscriber named Liani, who I believe lives in England. I don't think she's here tonight, but I am going to ship her bottle. I'm going to have to sell a kidney. But so that might be really expensive. Hibiscus and lavender. I'm very excited to see it. So this is step 2, like I said. A few weeks ago we were live making this batch of mead. And it's got some pretty awesome ingredients in it. So this is 1 gallon of water, 3 pounds of honey. It was a sprinkle, maybe a couple ounces of lavender, and same thing with the hibiscus. I'm expecting this to be just the most beautiful red and amazing. So let's crack her open and see what she looks like. And then we're going to do step 2 of the mead making process, racking. So we're going to transfer the mead from our 2-gallon fermenting bucket to our 1-gallon glass carboy. Oh yeah, it's at least red on the top. Let me show you. Ooh, and it smells like lavender. It smells like lavender. Look. Look. I like it. I think it looks pretty good so far. But let's see what the liquid looks like. Hopefully we're still straight there. If we're not, too bad. Too bad. So yeah, this is the easiest step. It's just a little bit of time consuming. This whole process will take less than 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put together my mini hand pump siphon here. And we're the right way this time. Not like last time. So we're going to put that in there. Notice I took off the regulator. They come with a little regulator on there. It's really hard to do this step, in my opinion. And we're going to drop this guy down here. And we're going to get... but because our bucket is raised above our carboy, gravity will do most of the work here. So you see it, like it's even more beautiful than I expected. So this is, like I said, a lavender and a hibiscus mead. Thank you, Liani. I know I had trouble pronouncing that last time, but I think I got it. I got it down. But yeah, this is going to be an amazing. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence is actually from Africa, over 20,000 old. I don't know anything 20,000 years old. I doubt you do. Put it in the comments. And you can include people if you know somebody that's that old, which you might. You might even have a where everybody knows it. I don't know. But if you do, put it in the comments. Keep the comments going. Also, there was ancient China evidence in ancient China about. I knew I was gonna do it. 10,000 years old. There was evidence in ancient Central America. Of course, Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, and then did it better than everybody else. But what that means is, regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead. I think that's awesome. I think your ancestors are awesome. And by proximity, you're awesome as well. But yeah, it's so easy to make alcohol at home. This is it. This is the hardest work I'm going to do tonight. Is to just chat. But if you don't know what mead is by definition, it is made in a very similar fashion as wine, except we use honey for the main fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. But every combination exists in between. Like the menu you see in front of you, the one we're doing tonight, batch 192 for me comes out this weekend, and I have never replicated a recipe, so the sky's the limit. You can do it. You can make whatever you want. Fit it to your own palate. Give me a follow if you don't already. I will show you the most simplistic way you can make it at home. And then you don't have to go to the liquor store anymore. No more beer stores. You can just be like, give me a few months, I'll make my own. You'll probably do both. But you'll do it less. You'll go shopping less. There is a lot of sediment in this one, though. The lavender itself is really, really small particles, so I want to make sure that we don't get clogged here. But what we're doing is transferring from a 2-gallon fermenting bucket to our 1-gallon glass carboy. The main purpose is to separate the solids from the liquids. Over the last couple of weeks, I put about 2.5 grams of yeast in here. The yeast went nuts. It replicates and then starts eating sugars. So from honey in particular, and then any sugars I found in the flowers that I used in this batch. And then it produces 2 byproducts. One of them is carbon dioxide, which leaked out our airlock and into the atmosphere. The second one is alcohol, which we retain in this bucket. So a portion of this process is to separate as much of the liquid from the solids as we can. And then this will sit for a few months. In a few months, we'll take this very same batch on another Wednesday live, and we'll be bottling it and tasting it. So we're going to separate it in here. There's lots of particles that have still dissolved in the mead, though. Over the next few months, it will very slowly start coming out of solution and dropping to the bottom. And it'll create like a moon dust of particles in the bottom. We'll very carefully transfer the mead at that point into bottles. And it's going to be awesome. I can tell you right now, this is going to be incredibly beautiful. A hint of it down the actual tubing here, because it gets a little bit dark in its thickness here. But this is going to be closer to the color it looks like. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Anything that's red always like shocks me. Like, I can't just believe how beautiful that is. This one is like a dark pink. It's going to be amazing. And it smells, this whole room, I don't need air fresheners. It smells like lavender in here. That's another byproduct that you just, you don't, being a mead maker, you don't worry about how you smell. At least I don't. But now I know to worry about it because it smells wonderful in here. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Don't forget, every single Saturday morning I put out a brand new video that shows you from beginning to end every single step of the process. The beginning portion of those videos I record months and months and months before you see them. And then through the whole process. So every Saturday video, I show you the exact ingredients and the process itself, every single step of the way, including the bottling and tasting and telling you what I think, a review of it at the end of the video. And then sometimes, if it's bad, I'll give you my opinion on what I think you could do to make it better. And then the recipe is always free in the description. All I want is your love. So give me a follow, share, comment. You guys know the routine. We're about 2/3 of the way there now. It's that easy. It's that easy. You just have to stand here and look pretty. That's it. I'm really good at both of those things. So, therefore, I enjoy making mead. I am going to give this a little tilt just so I can try to keep a lot of that flour out. It smells so good. It's making me tired. It's like I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. But I am worried. Those flowers are little tiny specks. And I don't want to get any in the solution. It will, we're going to get some. But like I said, everything over the next few months will drop to the bottom and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. I'll show you, well, maybe I won't show you because that'd be messy. But at the end of this portion of the siphon, there's about a 1/2 inch little cap on there. The liquid has to go in above that, so none of the dead yeast that has dropped to the bottom of this bucket should get in there. So the only things we're worried about is what's dissolved in the solutions and then whatever the flour specks that kind of filter through here. Another reason why I broke off the regulator. Anything that goes in there, it clogs it. It clogs. It's not fun. Alright, we are getting to the neck portion of this carboy as we speak, and I'm going to pay way more attention to it because it will speed up as it gets closer to the top, and we are moving pretty slow. What I'm aiming for is to get the mead right to the bottom of that little handle knuckle there. Oh, it smells so good. That is about where I want the liquid to stop because of the displacement of the tube that's in there now. That just comes with experience. Your equipment will be very similar to kind of do a few batches to see where to stop yourself. Yeah, we got a little bit of flowers in there. Maybe kind of in the end of pick this up here. You see it's still flowing pretty well. Just slow. It's just slow. But I always say you need one of two things if you're going to be a mead maker. But you only need one of the two. One of them is patience. You have to have patience. Everything in this process takes time. Sometimes a lot of times. Or you need a lot of equipment. If you have a couple of these buckets, it takes a few weeks. I call it 3 weeks. It varies per batch for the fermentation process. And then this guy takes a few months, at least 4 or 5. In most cases, to clarify. But if you have a lot of these, you can pump out mead like I did. All right, you're right at that knuckle here, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull this guy up so the mead stops. And then what's left here in our tubing, we'll kind of let drain out. We're just minimizing headspace here. After there's alcohol in here, it's not a huge deal, but you don't want anything crazy growing in there. We'll move this up here so you can get a better look at it. And then we're going to put this up on it. This is a fermenting screw cap. They also make some like plugs or corks. Has a little hole in there for our 3-piece airlock. I prefer these over the typical S-shaped airlock. They're easier to take apart and clean. It's the main purpose. A dab of water. That way, if there's any fermentation that either is still happening or kicks back up, it will be able to, the carbon dioxide will be able to leak out. But it should be minimal. And that's it. We're done. It's that easy. So thank you so much, Lee Ani. I appreciate it. I'll tag you in the repost of this video tomorrow. And I'll see you in a few months when this is all ready. So thank you so much for letting me be, like I said. I'll see you guys all next weekend. Oh, it is pretty. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's pretty. Let me let you see a little bit closer. Yeah, perfect-ish. Perfect-ish. What do you think? I like it. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yanni came in. But like I said, I'll tag her. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It was like just such a perfect pink. I don't know if you can tell on camera coming out of the actual tubing. That's not going to be a fun bucket to clean. It's going to be easier than Dennis's Carboy. But it does smell wonderful too. You guys, you know, not you guys, because I know most of you know me on a personal level here. But if you don't, I promise I don't oversell things. I tell you what, including if I think it's stupid or smells bad or tastes bad. I definitely tell you that. This smells wonderful. The whole room smells like lavender. To the point where maybe I put too much lavender in it. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But I'm happy. I'm happy so far. I hope you're happy. Very earthy tasting, yeah. I have, I don't want to tell you. I have a couple more lavender variations in the far future already in the works, so. And I think I have one that's sooner than that. The first time I used it, which was more recent, I don't think the videos have even posted yet. I fell in love with the smell of it. I was like, that's potent. It's going to be great. So I'm trying a few variations in the future. Far future. You guys will forget that I said this by the time you see it. I have stuff in April, for April already in the, and then I've got a couple batches I want to start tomorrow. And behind the scenes. So. Go-to bath smell. Like the bathhouse. You gotta walk down to the bathhouse. Down the dirt with your feet. It's too cold in Connecticut to do that. You should get a bathroom in your house. Bourbon is also my go-to. That's my go-to sleep aid. Hence this tonight. Actually, and I know I talked to a few of you via text message today. These are the first carbs I've had. I had a little bit on Halloween, not candy. I had a little bit of bread on Halloween. But I've been carb-free for like 3 weeks now. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You have to live life, too. You can't just diet all the time. But if you want to live forever, post stuff on the internet because it lives forever. But if you want to live a long time physically, take care of yourself. The chocolate mead. Yeah, chocolate is one of those ingredients that I think intimidates newcomers, and it's incredibly easy to do. Chocolate nibs, order on, roast them in your broiler in your oven for a few minutes. Watch it. Turn the light on. I know you guys probably never use your light. Turn the light on and watch it like this, like it was a microwave, but the oven. Watch it. As soon as they start to kind of brown, you'll see them like smoking. Pull them out. They cool incredibly quickly, so you can get started right away. Instant chocolate flavor. Instant chocolate flavor. That's in the primary. If you do that in your secondary, you'll have to ask somebody that's not me, but I enhance it even further. Dennison used a broiler. He's the oven. Whatever floats your boat. I can watch my microwave however I want to, sir. How else are you going to get, radioactive? No, the broiler is the top burner. Oven is the bottom burner. They're both in your oven, but baking comes from the bottom. Broiler comes from the top. So much closer, and it's intense heat right on it. So it's not going through your cookie sheet in this case. It's going right on the cocoa nibs. And it makes your house smell good. That smell does not linger, but it smells good for a few minutes. The top rack still has heat coming from the bottom. Can somebody help Dennis? Somebody help Dennis. The broiler, the heat comes from the top. There's a separate heat coil on the top of your oven called the broiler. It's not the same as the oven. The heat coil on the bottom is what you cook with and what you bake with. Broiler comes from the top. This is what happens when all you do is eat pasta. When you're a pastaholic, you know anything about the oven. You probably use it for like Texas toast or something. Oh, I forgot. Yes, the old iron like heat stove that's also your HVAC system, like that in the corner. You put little sticks in it. Every oven has a broiler. I would argue that every oven has a broiler. I will for this special occasion too. I got my favorite. I don't want any more restrictions, so I'm not going to tell you too much, but this is a Michter's bourbon that I'm just having a sip of, taste testing, if you will. It's my favorite. Thought it was a scam. It's also really good, in all seriousness, for wood chips. If you're gonna like give any kind of oak taste or anything to your mead, which is equally as easy to do, use a broiler. Let the heat hit it from the top. But the difference in all seriousness, you're not cooking the stuff. You're setting it aflame. A roasting, if you will. Or, yep, give us char. Absolutely right. That's all you need. I'm a blue guy when it comes to sales. And I know That's what knives are for. Yep. I've been camping before. I didn't even have. So ate the blue with my hands. Tartar. So, my first experience with tartar, I don't believe I've ever had it. I try lots of stuff. I love to try new foods. Um, I don't even hesitate. I'm like, what is it? Give me some. I don't think I've ever had steak tartare though, but I have seen the episode of Mr. Bean. It's my favorite episode. If you don't know who Mr. Bean is, we have to have a conversation about our friendship. So check it out before you talk to me again. Mr. Bean, an amazing English show that was mostly like kind of, it's not really slapstick. And he says almost no words through the entire any episode. There's a couple exceptions, but for the most part, doesn't talk through his actions. It's a comedy. But he goes to a very fancy restaurant. He obviously gets overwhelmed by the pricing immediately. And the cheapest thing is steak tartare. He doesn't know what it is, and it gets it. That was the first time I even heard of steak tartare in that episode. And of course, they bring it to him. They remove the fancy like silver, cover, and it's just raw ground beef, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I'll find the tube of it and I'll shoot in the group message if you guys have not seen it. And if you don't know who Mr. Bean is, seriously, research it before you talk to me at all. I want to set some friendship boundaries. And that's a big one. Set some friendship boundaries. Because it's the best ever. And I'm not a big comedy guy. I think some of you guys know that. Comedy is my least favorite genre of movies. I'm not a fan of comedies. I think that I laugh a lot in my own life. And when you want to, I see movies as you want to escape, right? Separate yourself and kind of enjoy something. I don't comedy. Like comedians that are current, I cannot stand. I won't watch it. Drives me nuts. I won't name them because I don't want to upset you guys because I know they're popular and I know I'm the minority in that opinion. But yeah, Mr. Bean, all day. I watch them all day. Pee Wee Herman, all day. Three Stooges, all day. Will Ferrell, never. We'll turn it off. Throw the TV out the window. I don't want anything to do with it. I named the one. He's the big one. I will say, the new It TV show, if you guys have HBO Max, it's called like Welcome to Derry. I just watched. There's only 2 episodes out, I think, right now. I watched the first episode, and I'm afraid of the dark. I've never been afraid of the dark my whole life. I am now, and I'm also afraid to watch the second episode. So if you haven't watched it, get some tissues ready, and not for any good reasons. It's great though. I liked it. It's definitely setting up stuff. It's a little, I don't want to say quirky because it doesn't try to be quirky. It's a little supernatural. Like, I mean, it was very supernatural, but like it was vague enough that you're like, oh, some supernatural. This kind of gives a little. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. But if you liked it, I liked the first one. Obviously, is amazing. The remake I thought was one of the very few rare, really done well remakes. I even liked the sequel. It wasn't bad. It wasn't original, but it wasn't bad. The TV show. I don't like thinking about it. Give me nightmares. Don't watch it tonight. Watch it in the daytime when you have some time to reflect afterwards. You know what else I really enjoyed recently was Alien Earth. I love the Alien series, all the movies, even the cheesy ones. I thought it's an interesting story to me. Prometheus, I thought was a great like beginning backstory, and I know that has some controversy in itself. Um, Alien Earth on another level of like just backstory, amazing stuff. Those are my two recommendations. But comedies, put them in the garbage can. You're wasting your life. It's stupid. You don't get anything out of it. If you want to laugh, watch some of my videos. Of Alien Earth, 3 episodes of Alien. Keep watching. Keep watching. It is, I'll admit, it does kind of start slow. Everything speeds up as it gets later into the season. And it definitely sets up a second season without like it's not like a major like cliffhanger, but it does explain a lot of the I wouldn't say like the unanswered questions because I don't think there was any unanswered questions. I think there's a handful of perfect movies. Like you could not prove them. They should never be remade. They are perfect movies. I thought both Alien and Aliens were in that category. Alien Earth explains a lot of stuff that you probably didn't even ever think about to wonder. And you'll know if you start watching the series what I'm talking about. But it explains a lot of some of like the universe of Aliens, and it's pretty amazing, and it was definitely well thought out, well written, well acted. I thought, and it's fantastic. Back to the Future, another one, perfect movie. You cannot fix any part of it. It's perfect from beginning to end. It's a 10. Not my favorite movie, by a long shot, but you cannot fix it. It is perfect. It cannot be better. One of my favorite movies, you ask? 12 Monkeys. A lot of people haven't seen that, but that's like my top favorite movie of all time. And that one's not perfect. There's some stuff you can fix. It's got Bruce Willis. It's my favorite movie of all time. I loved 12 Monkeys. It's sci-fi before you get crazy and you're like, oh, Bruce Willis, it's action. It's action too, but it's sci-fi. Before you set expectations. 7 was great, yeah. I think 7 is a great movie. Perfect? Maybe. It's pretty close. I'll agree that there's probably not a lot you can fix in that movie. But even I love the director. I probably would have done XYZ different. The perfect genre is like, no. There's nothing you can fix, and there's nothing anybody else can fix. It's perfect. It's unfixable. The Crow is great. What a sad story about Brandon Lee. The Crow is great. The Crow's great. I think they redid that movie, and it bombed like the worst bomb ever. Maybe not the worst ever, but it had to have been in like the top 5% of worst bombs ever. I didn't see it, but 28 Days Later was great. And a lot. You know what? That might be in that category. It might be in the perfect movie category. I was going to kind of argue it, but I don't. It was incredibly low budget, suspensefully, and really well. It definitely sent the message it was intending to send. You're right. I agree with it. Good answer. This is fun. We're not talking about Mead anymore, but that's okay. I don't care. We're hanging out. You guys already know this side of my week. My happy place. My happy place. And you guys, I think about it here is in the text message. You guys know I've been addicted to Sora. I've been mentally keeping myself busy so I don't touch it. It's I recognize I might need an intervention. The video I put out this morning, um, I was really proud of it. There's a lot of stuff wrong with it, and the editing is awful. But I was like, I have to show people what this created. I can't even take credit for it. I didn't do it. But if you don't have Sora, download it. It's free now. It just came out, I think, at the beginning of last week. It's literally like it's very similar to TikTok when it comes to the profile. It looks very similar. It's actually a social media like platform. You get 30 free videos a day, and I love it. And I haven't used 30 a day yet, so you should have plenty if you're a normal person. You set up it's called a cameo. You set up your cameo. It has you read a series and kind of picks up your voice. And then it has you tilt your head certain directions so it picks up your face. And then it works exactly like ChatGPT. You put at your tag and then whatever the prompt is. And it makes you a several second video. And it's like, as you guys saw, if you watched my video this morning, it's movie quality. It's high quality. It's not like the Grok stuff. It's not like ChatGPT. I think it's actually the same company or mother company's ChatGPT. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing, and it's free. It's fun to use. Make a cameo yourself. My only complaint, and this is a personal complaint, because you know I love to make funny pictures of Dennis. I have the ability to animate with like Grok and stuff like that. They never look movie quality. You can't do that with Sora. Sora, because you make your own cameo, you put somebody else in it. Unless they set up a category and change their settings to allow their friends or the public to use their cameo. You can do it. There's a couple of people on there. None of them like, but I think Paul's on there. I put a video out with Ricky Bruick, I think is his name. I actually briefly met him, and it's one of my biggest regrets in life. I did not take a picture with him. But anyway, he is... he's physically special needs. I met him in Boston, but he uses that as his like kickoff. He's got the best personality, the best outlook on life, but he's incredibly sarcastic. But I did a quick video of him because he made his thing public. Anyway, long story short, they have a secondary feature called Character, and that's where it's really built for, like, if you have a pet, you can make a character of your pet. So somebody you don't need licensing for. You're not using another human being. It's something other than another human being. But it was built for, like, you want to make videos with your cat. You can do a cameo of your cat, essentially. But you can also do objects. So I did of this bar. I'm going to post a video tomorrow morning of Sora they for that. And it's hysterical. Hysterical. I don't know what you guys are doing. I got blabbing. What did I miss? Till he already went. Sorry. Yeah, you can get your dogs to actually make meat. Yes. Yes. And I've done, well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, it's the future, Ian. It's the future. You're going to have to either adapt or walk down to the bathhouse. That's got to be your options. I'm addicted to it. Like a drug addicted to it. And it's so stupid easy. So I'll give you an example. It's hard to tell you without. I can actually. I'll text you guys the video. Today, no, this was yesterday. I found one in the break room. He was on break, and he was eating a salad. I've been pretty strictly dieting, and he knows he's actually doing a great job as well. But he's on a different pathway. He's doing a lot of like calorie measuring and macros and micro, like he's doing like the scientific stuff. But he was eating a salad at lunch. I poked my head in and stop eating food's food. That's food's food. My food eats that for food. Stop eating food's food. And I was like, you need meat. And I got pretty aggressive. And as, you know, a superior, is probably the wrong thing to do. But luckily he didn't report me. Anyway, as I was walking back to my office, I was doing this. I was like, on Sora. I was doing it. By the time I sat down in the chair, the video was ready. I just took my camera and I put, I'll show you guys later. And it was basically eating salads. It's hysterical. Hysterical. Somebody with a very similar sense of humor as me created Sora. I'm convinced. And like I said, it's built like a social media platform. So you do have a homepage where you can videos that people are posting. And give me a follow on Sora, by the way. It's the old God's Meadery. You know where to find it. But you can scroll through, and it's very, in all actuality, it's very similar to Vine. Like every video that people post is trying to make other people laugh. There's nothing serious on Sora at all. It's literally like the goofiest crap you've ever seen. And it's fine. It's just not real stuff. It's all AI. But you can't tell. It's so advanced, you cannot tell. I saw one today. And I think everybody's seen these videos. Like you've seen, like America's Funniest Home Videos or something, where like it's like nanny cams or something in a house, and like a deer jumps through the window and like stuff, and then jumps out the door. You've seen those videos, right? Like the real videos. This one was an somebody. It's literally the video like capture is like from like nanny cams throughout the house, like Ring camera, and then nanny cams in a couple different rooms, and then like a deck Ring camera at the back. And breaks through the house, breaks through the door frame, like there's drywall pieces flying. It's the most accurate crap. It looks like an elephant ran through this house. And I almost peed my pants laughing. That's all it is. That's all it is. I love that. It's the best thing ever. Pay attention to I get really passionate about stuff that I love. I love. Scott made it. Did you make it here, or did you make that elephant video? I don't know what you're talking about. And hello, Scott. It is good to see you. And it's been long. It's been like a day. But yeah, I recommend everybody download Sora. It was invite only. They were trying to. I read about it. They were trying to spread it out, like, kind of on spider web, slowly, piece by piece. So the network didn't get overwhelmed. But now I've been talking about it to everybody. It's been my the cornerstone of my foundation this past few days, and now it appears everybody that signs into it can get into it right away. But if you need an invite, I have 6 to give out. It'll change your life. I want somebody else to be addicted to it. Let's get to the bottom line. I don't want to feel like I'm out in some island somewhere. I want somebody else to get addicted to this. And if we're lucky, my main goal, we get Dennis to make a cameo of himself and then give us access. Then the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. I can make 100 TikToks a day. Well, 30 right now. 30 free TikToks a day. Dennis says nope. Like I said, the only thing is, and it's for good reasons. Like, you cannot replicate somebody that does not give you permission to do so. Believe me, because like I made a bunch of, like, you guys think I'll pick on Dennis. I pick on my boss way more than anybody, all I want to do is make fun of it all day, and I can't. But yeah, if you have any requests for me doing Soras, let me know. Put it in the text message. I'll do it. I have so much fun with it. But yeah, 30 a day is plenty. 30 free a day. Like, there is a paid version, but you don't need it. I have not hit 30 a day. Could I? Absolutely. If I let myself go. You guys also know that, I'm building another helmet. and I've been literally trying to consume my time with that, so I don't go crazy. Churn butter, you got it. Put it in the text message so I don't forget. But yeah, you got it. Hey, if you want to add in a fun, I can churning butter on the moon, for instance. It's the limit. Whatever you want. I watched an elephant break through a house. It's, it's the best thing ever. Also, I don't know what. Maybe I'm in the animal. The ring camera and a bear. It looks like a. You know, it's not like a grizzly bear. It looks like a real like little brown bear or black bear. Well, I say little. You know, a regular size bear. Um, Kind of goes through this front porch. Not even front porch. Kind of front yard across the sidewalk. And it looks so real. Like it's something you would see on the news. Like, oh, we're in like Michigan, and this bear came through. Like something that's not normal. The bear stops and kind of like eyes the camera, side eyes the camera, and then turns around and twerks. Twerking bear. It's the most amazing thing ever. I mean, Michigan's probably a bad example. They probably have bears in Michigan. I mean, we occasionally have them around here. But like, my point is, the video looks so real. It looks so real until the bear starts twerking. It still looks real, but you know bears twerk, so your mind goes, "That can't be real." Um, it's the most amazing app ever. I could churn better in Michigan if you want with the Amish. I could do it with Jake Paul. He's the only one that I recognize on the list, but that's just a suggested list. I have spent zero time like researching if there's other celebrities on there, but he's always on my suggested list. And like I don't know anything about Jake Paul. Like he was a YouTube like star, right? And now he like boxes. That's it. That's all I know about. I know a lot of people hate him. I think he's like an asshole in real life. But that's me putting pieces together. I've done zero research myself because I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But he's one of the celebrities that I recognize on there. Scott, if you go back and look at the text thread today, we had a good like hour where everybody in the text message was dogging Dennis. It was amazing. It was amazing. I turned him into the Wicked Witch. Hysterical. Moses. I took a picture of Moses and superimposed Dennis's face on it. It was awesome. Everybody but Jen. Jen is consistently the nice one. She's like. I think we've all individually do that. Like we wouldn't pick on you if we didn't like you. I would say that Jen is very good at respecting her elders. I'm pretty sure we all take stabs at each other. You're just, you're the oldest. You have to take a little bit more. I will say that I make fun of Scott a lot, as you know. I've gone back and forth before. Maybe you're the most sensitive. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, yeah. I'll Amazon you some tissues. Is that fair? I want peace. Peace. I mean, I would be in bed if I wasn't hanging out with you guys. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Early bird catches the worm, as they say. Speaking of that, Mr. Scott, take some time off. I already told my boss. I was like, just FYI, I'm gonna take some time off randomly, like a long weekend in December. Uh, let's do it. Let's go. Let's meet in like Pennsylvania somewhere, Western Pennsylvania. Well, Ian, I've got two pieces of good news for you. One, Jen's in bed already. Two, I know that you watch these lives with no pants on. That means you're double ready. You're double ready. That's next year, Scott. I'm talking about this year. This year. Dennis is the one that needs like 8 years heads time to take time off. I do. I work whenever I want to. That's not true. I mean, I was gonna say wrap it up, but that's not the term you use for the married couple. Um, I don't want to say hurry up either. She doesn't want to hear that. Uh, you know, finish up. Finish up. Work to do. There's work to do. I still gotta clean this bucket, and it's not gonna be fast. Don't forget to spray. All right, we're getting too comfortable with the couple. My favorite couple. We're getting a little too personal. We're those Mr. Bean lines that I drew earlier. This is the personal line on the other side of that spectrum. We got to draw that line. Anyway, uh, did Dennis leave? Did you guys scare Dennis away? I mean, friends shouldn't share everything. Not everything. He didn't ask me to go pick up his wife tonight. Oh, he is driving. Yeah, he didn't ask me to pick up his wife, so I figured, you know. Hmm. If he would have asked me, I would have gone. I would have gone. I'd have been like, sorry guys, live is paused. Gotta go. I mean, I would. I still would, you know. She'll have to wait a couple hours, but I'll get there. It would change the premise of this live. I'm pretty sure TikTok would me off because like I don't think they allow like car motion. Like you can't be in the car videoing stuff in motion. Um, it'd be a different TikTok. I've seen people like in they're getting the restrictions and the strikes and stuff because they're driving like it's a safety hazard kind of warning thing. But if you want, like I'm willing to try it. It's not like I don't get restrictions anyway. I do. I do. But like, if you want the next live to be me going to pick up Dennis's wife, share this live. I felt like that was a good selling point. I can almost feel Dennis's hands around my neck right now. That's a very personal question. Scandinavian. Some food. It's too late to eat, sir. You gotta wait till tomorrow now. Anywho, I'm gonna start wrapping stuff up, guys. Um, it's been a fun time. I'm looking at this bucket and I'm like, I have to clean that still before I can put my PJs on. Um, yeah, you just have to stay up all night now. Yeah, if you eat, you have to stay up. Saturday, your second to last World Deities meet. Um, well, thank you. You too. He loves you too. Um, second to last World Deities meet comes out this Saturday. It should be an amazing one. You'll recognize who it is. You will. You will. If you didn't catch my tease a couple of weeks ago, you'll recognize who it is, and it should be a great one. Great Mead in general. And then next Saturday, I believe, I don't have my computer with me. I believe it's another Willet Mead, and I think it's another gross one. It's not sardine gross. It's not onion gross. But it's like, why? Why? Gross. And then the week after that is your Thanksgiving mead. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then next Wednesday, a week from today, I will be starting a brand new batch of mead live. We're going to start a brand new batch of mead. So if you want to see how it's made, please come back next week. It will be for TikTok subscribers to choose the flavor. I'll put a TikTok subscriber only post up this weekend. So stay tuned. See, Ian was paying attention. Shh. Shh. Don't tell anybody. But it'll be a lot of fun. I think that's all I got. It'll be a lot of fun. I've got tons of great stuff still planned for this year. My last World Deity Mead is gonna blow your socks off. I have a Christmas / Yule Mead. I've got my 200th batch that just happens to be my New Year's batch, the week of New Year's Eve. So that will be amazing. A milestone. 200 batches. 200 batches. That's a lot of mead. And the most important thing that's come out of this journey is the group of friends. That's cliche. It sounded like one of those, break room posters. But I mean it. I honestly mean it. And I'm having a great time. I've met so many awesome people. And people that I'll stay friends with. I sure for the rest of my life. So, thank you so much for letting me be here. Yeah, I've got a lot of fun stuff. I can't wait to start talking next year with you guys. I'm really excited about some really fun categories. And I think that's it. So, I'll see you guys. You'll see Saturday for your World Deities Mead. And I'll see you next day. I'll talk to all of you tomorrow. So, Skull. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Ooh, that was the end of it. Good night.